stimulation or your emotional response.
For nearly 5 decades, Bishop T.D. Jakes has been one of the most powerful voices in faith, leadership, and transformation. From humble beginnings in West Virginia to leading one of America's largest churches, Jakes' life is a story of persistence through hardship, faith through adversity, and family legacy through resilience. But behind the sermons and global influence, his journey has been marked by personal trials, health scares, and a deep determination to pass the torch to the next generation. From struggle to calling, Thomas Dexter. Jakes was born on June 9, 1957, in South Charleston, West Virginia. His parents, Ernest and Odith Jakes, taught him the value of work and perseverance even as they struggled to make ends meet. As a child, he battled a speech impediment and was often teased by classmates. But even then, he felt a divine calling. He would preach to trees, dolls, and empty rooms, earning the nickname Bible Boy. When his father fell ill with kidney failure, young Thomas became a caretaker before losing him at just 16. That loss fueled his faith and forged his drive to help others heal from pain. A marriage forged in faith. In 1981, Jakes met and married Sarita Ann Jameson, a woman of strength and faith who had endured her own share of tragedy. 6 months after their wedding, a devastating car accident left Sarita unable to walk. Doctors said she might never recover, but together they prayed, fought, and rebuilt. That miracle of healing became a foundation of their marriage, one rooted in faith, partnership, and endurance. Sarita later became a minister, author, and pillar of support in the ministry that would soon transform both their lives. The birth of a movement. At 23, Jakes launched his first church in Montgomery, West Virginia, with just 10 members. They met in a small storefront with more faith than finances. By day, he worked blue-collar jobs. By night, he preached. His passion was contagious. His voice, once seen as a weakness, became his greatest gift. The message grew, reaching across racial and social lines. In 1996, he took a leap of faith, moving his ministry to Dallas, Texas, where he founded the Potter's House. From 10 members to over 30,000, Jakes built not just a church, but a global movement that welcomed everyone: the broken, the lost, and the hopeful. Faith beyond the pulpit. Jakes didn't limit his influence to sermons. Through TDJ Enterprises, he built a multi-million-dollar media and business empire, producing best-selling books, films, and conferences that reached millions. His Woman Thou Art Loosed franchise became both a spiritual and cultural phenomenon, inspiring healing across generations. Beyond the pulpit, Jakes became a community builder, creating programs for housing, education, and economic development, including a groundbreaking billion-dollar partnership with Wells Fargo to revitalize underserved neighborhoods across America. A test of strength. In 2024, Jakes faced one of the greatest tests of his life. While preaching live at the Potter's House, he collapsed from a massive heart attack. Doctors said he was only minutes from death. Later, he described the experience as a spiritual awakening, a moment that reminded him that life is fragile and legacy is everything. That brush with mortality became the turning point that led to his next great act, preparing the next generation to lead. Conclusion. Bishop T.D. Jakes' story is not just about success. It's about survival, surrender, and the courage to evolve. From a boy with a lisp in West Virginia to a spiritual giant shaping nations, his life reminds us that greatness is born from brokenness and that faith can turn pain into power. As he steps into a new chapter, his message remains the same. When life breaks you, let God shape you, just like clay in the potter's hands.